Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today for this week's units of auto build series is the Wind Girl, the Wind Onmyouji, and she is called Giou. Now let's take a brief look into her skill overview. So we have Burning Soul as the first skill, attacks the enemy and removes one beneficial effect with a 50% chance, decreases the enemy's defense for 2 turns with a 30% chance when you attack on your turn, and it goes all the way up to, is that 60% with skill ups? Then we have Karma, attacks the enemy target to remove one beneficial effect and suppresses the target, boss excluded, for 2 turns. The suppressed target will have the HP reduced by 50% if the target uses a skill with cooldown time, and the used skill's cooldown time will be increased by 3 turns more than the maximum cooldown time. Let's say for a moment Perna's skill Perna dies and come back. I don't know if this will affect Perna. I don't think it will, because technically it's not a skill that's used because it's a passive, but we shall see. Then Comeuppance. What a passive name. Sounds like Come to Us is running out of names. But anywho, recovers the attack bar by 25% and decreases the cooldown time of Karma by 1 turn each if an enemy uses a skill with cooldown time. Interesting. Then we have a whopping leader skill of resistance, 41% everywhere. Now, this unit is a very interesting unit. At first glance, it looks useless, but it can be good. It can be good. She can be good. So, I recently pulled her. No, I pulled her since last year, but I didn't really use her much until today. So, I'd say that her build would be Violent. Violent Will to be safe so she doesn't die on turn 1. She's best suited in RTA, not for PvP, because the karma doesn't work on boss. So this is best suited in RTA or regular arena offense, but she's quite very useful in RTA because of this skill here that's called a karma. Now, as it basically works like this. If you have a large HP monster, right? And that HP monster uses as skills that are usually on long cooldown. So 4 turn cooldown, 3 turn cooldown, 5 turn cooldown. So this unit essentially makes that other unit pay the price of using such a skill by sacrificing their HP. As you can see, it reduces by 50%. So if a Molong uses Reckless Assault, that Molong is critically is dead basically. The unit won't die. The unit won't die, but it will just have that invisible HP, meaning a hit from any other monster will kill it. Because we know Reckless Assault takes 70% of Molong's HP, and this skills right here, Karma, is 50%, so that technically is 120%. Molong is basically dead, but the game won't default to him being dead until he's hit by any hit at all. Right? So this thing can really hard counter Molong. I've had some experiences in Arena using her, and some persons have opted to not use their skills at all just because they know what Karma does. And also because of this passive here, recovers the attack bar for 25%, right? So this passive is like a nemesis kind of thing, where if a monster uses an ability that has cooldown, basically this unit can cut in between and do something about it. So it can be used like an anti-cleave. So the same way our monsters like Amdwat or anything that relies on Nemesis, it basically cuts in between that unit for using a skill. So, so maybe this skill can be used to counter Orion, right? That's assuming she doesn't get stunned. And the next part of her skill, it says decreases the cooldown time of karma by 1 turn each if an enemy uses a cooldown. Now this skill, when fully skilled up, is a 3 turn cooldown. So she can technically use this skill every turn. Let's say you're fighting 4 units in arena, and all those 4 units has cooldown times on their skill 2s and skill 3. So basically, this unit can have a 100%, most of the times, about 100% uptime on karma, right? So she will cycle this skill a lot, right? And let's say, for example, there's not 4 units, right? Because she's on violence, she will proc and basically get the skill faster. So she's like a silent killer, right? So she's best used against monsters that have large cooldowns, right? There's no point in taking her versus monsters that have passives because she won't get the huge benefit out of karma, meaning she won't karma won't the cooldown of karma won't cycle as much. So for monsters like Perna, Chow, Kinky, or anything that has a passive that doesn't it's not an active skill but a passive itself, and then you have a regular second skill, she's not really too good in that area because the karma doesn't get cycled as much. Now that's it for this week's series of how to build a unit. I have some arena clips of her fighting real-time arena, showing her how she can be used and how well she fares. If you like it, please give a comment below and I will respond. Now, see you guys next week. Enjoy.